Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Hope Not Plans. This is Brooke, and today I'm coming at you with a plan with me featuring Scribble Prince Co.'s recent kit Pride Pool Party. I do have the ultimate kit with most of the extras. You'll see I have the 15mm washi, and then I did buy both fashion options, so the solo fashion girl and then the other couple options. And then I did also get the large label sampler. And for this kit, I did decide to include a foil bundle. So this is the current format foil bundle of the Hollow Wave foil, which I'm pretty sure they still have in the shop. So you can grab that if you like. Today we are going to do a little something different, and I'm pretty excited. I knew this was going to be a longer plan with me just because it was more involved, since I did include putting the foil on, which as you can see was a little bit of a struggle, particularly for the washi, and you'll see I think one or two of the full boxes I had some issues, but I already put the date numbers on, so those are all set. I just had to fix up the washi, which I think I need to try using tweezers for, but anyway, that's beside the point. So for this plan with me for the first time, I decided to ask my Instagram followers to see if they had any questions about me, my planning journey, life, etc. So I did end up getting questions from Jen of Jen Joy Plans and Hannah from Couture Plans Printables. So thanks, ladies, for their questions. I'm gonna start. Hannah sent me one question and then Jen sent me two. So I'm going to start with Hannah's question, which is, how did you get into planning? So I started decorative planning all the way back in 2015. I went back through my Etsy account, and I saw my very first Etsy purchase was in June of 2015 from Oh Hello Paper Co., which they're still around. They don't do as much sticker stuff, and they have a physical store now as well as an online shop. But I started out buying monthly kits because I was in undergrad at the time. I had just finished my freshman year of college, and I was using a planner and wanted something to motivate me to plan more and keep better track of my assignments, because I think I had used a Lilly Pulitzer planner before that. I know I used a Lilly Pulitzer planner at some point, and I just didn't simply just writing stuff in it. So I decided to get an Erin Condren, and then I found sticker shops at the time, which we all know, for those of us who were into the planning community in 2015, it was very different. But I started by getting the monthly kits that people were making. So Oh Hello Paper Co., I started with them. And then I did get some Scribble Prince Co. stickers all the way back in 2015, which I actually still have a bunch of those because I stopped using them for whatever reason. I think it was just too much timing with my classes and dance and everything. I'm trying to pull up my first order from SPC so I can give you guys a date because I'm curious as well. I know it was 2015. Yeah, my first SPC order was in August of 2015, and it was their October planner kit, which is wild. So I did that for a while, and I actually designed my own full boxes for fun. So I have some of that in an old Erin Condren. I might pull that out for a fun video to show my previous planning style, and I might even pull out that Lilly Pulitzer planner because I want to explore that again as well. Comment if you want to see any of that, but I think it would be fun. So I got into that, like I said, just to have a more fun way of keeping track of all of my school stuff and dance stuff, just because it was a lot, and obviously I wanted to keep all of my class stuff in one place, just because I was taking a full course load fall and spring semesters. I think it was my last semester, I ended up taking 27 credit hours, which sounds wild, but I did a thesis and everything, which I can talk about that stuff in another video. But yeah, so I planned through most of 2015, and like I said, I'll have to pull out that old planner to see when I stopped, but I'm pretty sure it was that fall I stopped decorative planning. And then I got back into decorative and then now memory planning fall of this past year, like with COVID and everything, I was just like trying to find hobbies and other like fun passions to bring into my life. And like I was looking through all of my stuff because I have a small house, so like you basically have to clean and move stuff around to make room for new things. And when I was moving stuff around, I saw my old planner stickers, so then I decided to explore like what Scribble Prints Co. was doing, since I really enjoyed their stickers. Oh Hello Paper Co., which I think they're Oh Hello Co. now. And then Glam Planner. Like I knew Elle from her old YouTube videos, so then I discovered her shop, and then just, jumping into the planning community, watching planner videos online. I think I started making purchases in like September, definitely October, because I remember buying from like a Glam Planner glitch sale, starting to plan like what I wanted to use to plan with, so I could start with January of this year with a like decorative memory planner. So that's all I've been doing for planning wise. This year I am planning on doing 2 planners next year, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, planning has really been like a really great outlet, and I have like tons of creative things I like to do. So this is a creative thing that's really up my alley and enjoyable for me to do. And I really like that it sort of gives me a way to like look at what my life was like at a certain point in time, while also looking at some really cool art type stuff. So that's how I got back into planning. Moving on to my next question from Jen. Sticking with planner questions, she asked, what planner sticker do you feel like is missing from the community? I honestly would have to think about this, and I was thinking about this for a while. I'm literally going to pull up like sticker kits right now to sort of see like what I think is missing. For me, like the first thing I thought of was like doing an extension of the those like weekly boxes, the like 7 strip box that has like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday weekly tracker, whatever you want to call them, because I always like to have like a header on top of that, and I really wish there was a version of the sticker, like have maybe one like the way it is, but then have your second one have like a blank header area attached to it, just because that would make life easier. Because like sometimes you get kits that don't have matching washi strips that you can put in there, so then like you guys have probably seen it before in some of my either pictures or YouTube videos, I have to write like on the plain paper, which I don't really like how that looks. So that's one thing I can think of that I would like, I guess, add, not necessarily change. And then I'm trying to think of another idea. There's something that came to my head. We'll see if I figure it out and then edit it in here. Jen's second question that she had for me: what is my favorite style of dance to do or teach? Yes, I do teach. So I have danced for most of my life since I was like 5, so that's almost 20 years now, outing my age. I have trained in various styles, starting with tap and jazz when I was little, technically tap and ballet, but most of my childhood was tap and jazz. I added ballet and lyrical, and then hip hop in middle school. And then in college, I did more strict classical ballet, and then added modern for the first time. And I've done like contemporary, like at conventions and stuff, because there are dance conventions. Look those up if you don't know what those are. And some other fun stuff too that I can't really think of. But I primarily teach tap and jazz. I have taught ballet and lyrical, usually in a combined class, and then hip hop for 1 year. That was fun, teaching ballet and then hip hop back to back. But I really enjoy being able to be precise with ballet. I feel like it's just easier to correct students in a ballet/lyrical class, just because there is a clear cut, like, this is where your body needs to be positioned, and obviously it's unique for every person's body, but I just feel like it's the easiest to correct. as a performer, I really enjoy any sort of performance where I can show personality. So like, even though I am probably the least swaggy dancer, performing hip hop is like really fun. Basically any dance where I can show my personality. So like, I love musical theater, which is what the studio I grew up in and now teach primarily with focuses on. So musical theater, like jazz or tap, is great, but primarily jazz. But most of my like solos, when I get the opportunity, have either been tap or lyrical. So I guess that's what I like performing. My preferences for classes varies on the day, because you never know what you're going to get from the instructor or what you're feeling like. But yeah, so like performing wise, anything where I can really like perform and like show off positive emotion is fun, although I do like a good emotional lyrical number. So thanks, Jen, for those questions as well. So for this week, this was the first week that I did not have dance in the evening because we did have our year-end recital the past weekend, which went really well considering it was our first one in over 2 years, and we were at a new venue, so that was stressful but ended up pretty well considering the circumstances. So Monday I had my normal work, 5:30 to 1:30, came home, had my nap, using some big stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. just because I really need to fill the space, or want to fill the space. And then after my nap on Monday, I did a yoga class. I did a video of Namaste Yoga on YouTube. If you haven't tried Namaste Yoga, it's a program that was on, I think, like Fit TV a long time ago. But they're basically, with commercials, they were 30 minutes, but without commercials, they're like 22-minute yoga practices. I don't remember what type of yoga it is, but I decided to do this to get the beautiful Yoga Day challenge badge on my Apple Watch, which is really sort of a bad reason to do it, but it just felt really good. I've been having like issues with my left knee recently. I think it's just I've been wearing a lot of heels to dance in because we had a lot of numbers in like tap heels and then character heels, which are like tap heels without the taps on them. Like basically any Broadway show, when you see the female dancers in high heels that are like tan or black, usually those are character shoes. So the yoga practice that I did this day felt really good and like felt really nice compared to some of the stuff I've had to do. And then after that yoga class, I did film part of this plan with me. And then that evening, I did watch the movie Young Adult with Charlize Theron on Paramount Plus. Moving into Tuesday, what I normally do is I normally have a post-it that I attach to my kit of the week that I then put notes on of what I did. And Tuesday, I don't think I put any notes of that down until like end of the day Wednesday. So minus the 4 things I put down, I don't really like remember big things that I did. So that's why there's not a lot on Tuesday. But I obviously had the same work schedule, same nap in the afternoon. I'm pretty sure today was the day I got my order from Once More with Love. I ordered during her belated birthday sale because Marg's birthday was like 6 months ago, but she finally decided to have a sale and like birthday bundle. So I received that, and I actually am using an Oops sticker from her shop. And then that evening, it took me forever to decide, but I ended up watching the documentary Trixie Mattel Moving Parts on Netflix. Because if you guys haven't figured out, based on my Instagram or YouTube, like comments and videos and stuff, I am a huge Drag Race fan. Trixie is one of my high-ranking queens in my book. Can go into that another time as well. But I finally decided to watch this, and I feel like it was the perfect week. using this Pride kit and it being Pride Month, learning more about her and the drag community that she's a part of and everything. So that was a really good movie to watch, and it's only like 90 minutes. So if you just want like a snapshot of the experience of someone who's on or who has been on Drag Race, and see Trixie does like folk music and drag as well, so it's super cool. So it's Tuesday, and then Wednesday I decided to watch The Bachelorette. I am keeping up with the current season, so that's what I watched that morning. And then I got ready to go to the movie theater. This is the second time back. My mom and I ended up going to see In the Heights, because even though we have HBO Max, I was determined to support any movie musical in person by purchasing a ticket, and I feel really awful that it's not doing as well. And I would highly recommend it. Like, it is a little over 2 hours, so if you feel comfortable going to a movie theater right now, definitely recommend going to a theater. If not, please watch it on HBO Max if you have it. It is so good and like super inspiring. And then after we got back from the movie, started watching Too Hot to Handle on Netflix. If you guys haven't watched that, that is a crazy dating show that started last year. The first season premiered during like COVID lockdown. So that was fun to watch. These people are on vacation and they have an opportunity to share a pool of $100,000. But the catch is that they can't have any like sexual activity with each other. So no kissing, no touching in any sort of fashion of any person or themselves in that type of way. So it's really interesting. In this current season, I'm like midway through season 2 now. These people are really testing the limits and losing money really fast, because even just a kiss costs $3,000, but that's besides the point. So after watching Too Hot to Handle, I put that I was really tired, using a sticker from Once More with Love, which I literally was like dozing off during Too Hot to Handle, not because of the show, just because I was really tired. And then that afternoon, I marked that I was working on a big project using a sticker from Mixie Cat Stuff. So I did have an early summer class for grad school. And we had a big final project due on Friday, so you'll see I mark multiple things related to the project, because I didn't really work on it the week before just because the recital was coming up and I needed to focus on that. And then that evening, I watched the movie The Miseducation of Cameron Post, which is based on a novel about a girl's experience being sent to a conversion camp in the early 90s. So that's also a pretty good movie as well if you're interested in that type of story. And then I did edit a little bit of what I put up last week, which I think was my D-Stash haul from Scribble Prince Co. I think that's right. And then moving into Thursday, I had my normal work in the morning, then nap, marking that with another Coffee Monsters Co. Sticker, and then a script from Plana Hannah. I know I'm not mentioning all my sticker sources. I'll link all the shops below, but just comment or send me a message if you have any questions about those. I then did a workout soon after my nap because I had been slacking, so I just did like a bar workout. And then I worked on choreographing for my project, because we did have to choreograph like a motif based on our personal family lineage as part of that final project. I watched another episode of Too Hot to Handle, and then the movie I watched that evening was The Kid Detective with Adam Brody. So he plays, like his age, but he was a kid detective who solved a bunch of like interesting little like crimes in his small town, and he then is tasked with solving the murder of this high school girl's boyfriend. And it gets really interesting. Like, it does sort of slog along for a little bit, but the ending, like, I was not expecting, despite the fact that I read the IMDb Parents Guide ahead of time. So that was interesting. And then I am marking that I watched the Drag Race All-Stars 6 premiere, because they did drop the first 2 episodes on Thursday. So I spread it out because I didn't have time to watch both. So I watched the premiere, which was like the variety show. So that was entertaining, and I never agree with the judging of All-Stars anymore, but conversation for another time. Friday, I had payday, so I just used a script from the foil bundle. And then I marked that I worked on my project again. So this day I literally worked on it like all morning and early afternoon. I woke up early at like 7:30 just because I couldn't sleep. And then I decided, because I do live in the South, it's getting really hot really early. I had to film, we were doing site-specific choreography, so like choreography that's specific to a particular location. So I decided to use part of it's not my backyard, it's like the side of my house, but use that area outside, which is uncovered, at 8 a.m. in the morning. So I'm marking underneath there that it was hot as HE double hockey sticks at 8 a.m. with the unbearable character sticker, because it was really hot and I worked for 30 minutes and I didn't think that my performance was perfect, but it was good enough to use in my project. And then I'm marking that I did a voiceover and edited a bunch for my project for hours, because it was like a research project in addition to choreographing. And then I did have work that afternoon. I had a work meeting that day, but I actually didn't put it in there. So I had work from 4 to 7. And then I was trying to fit everything in. I got my Scribble Prince Co. July mystery, so you guys will see that in a haul. I don't know when I'll post that, but hopefully sooner rather than later. And then I decided to watch the movie Sister Act for the first time, because my solo song that I chose, I didn't realize until after I picked it, was a song from Sister Act 2. So I wanted to watch the first one before I watched the second one. And then I marked with the movie marquee that I watched the second episode of Drag Race All-Stars 6. So I am heavily anticipating the next episode. That'll be probably out by the time I upload this Plan With Me. And then Saturday and Sunday were both days off, and then Monday the 28th I also had off, which was really nice. So Saturday morning I started off by watching The Bachelorette. I am watching, when I'm not catching up with the current season with Katie, I am currently finishing up Andy's season of The Bachelorette, because I just watched Nick's season of The Bachelor, so I am going backwards to like see his appearances. So I started my morning watching that, and then I did a workout, and then I marked with, I think it's a Once More With Love, character sticker that I bought too much. So I bought from Jessica Hart's for the first time. I've been eyeing her kits for a while, but it was her Y2K release, so I got bunch of kits and then some extras there, so you guys will see that in a haul soon. And then I wanted to order from Glam Planner to pick up some extras that I didn't get from my glitch sale order. And then Wonton in a Million was having a sale as well, so I purchased from them for the first time. So yeah, I shopped a lot on Saturday. And then I marked a YouTube binge. And then I watched another episode of Too Hot to Handle. And then I just put that I had a lazy afternoon using the couch potato sticker from Once More with Love. And then I marked that I watched The Flight Attendant. I finally caught up and watched the season 1 finale. So I'm ready for whenever season 2 comes, which I've heard is next year. And then that evening after I had dinner, I watched the movie 2 Days in Paris with Julie Delpy and Adam Goldberg. So that's interesting, I guess, technically rom-comish, I don't know. But it's sort of like her version of the Before trilogy, which go watch those if you haven't. More of like a comedy style. And then I did organize some stickers. I'm trying to get all of my scripts into my like reusable sticker book that I have from Sugar Pop Fizz. So I did get a bunch done Saturday and Sunday, and a little bit on Monday too. So that was Saturday, and then moving into Sunday, I did watch more of The Bachelorette. I know I am throwing myself into the deep end with Bachelor-related shows, but it's pretty fun. And then I filmed a bunch of stuff in the morning and the afternoon, but I just marked in the morning, so I didn't have to mark it twice because I should have used day extenders for several days this week, but you know, you don't think about it when you put down the base because you don't know what happens, because I filmed my base on like Monday and Tuesday. After I filmed, I watched the latest episode of iCarly on Paramount Plus because I am keeping up with that like revival series. And then I watched the new movie False Positive on Hulu, which meh. I mean, watch if you're interested, but meh. And then I had some planning time because I wanted to finish up my spread from the week before this one. And then there are like 2 or 3 spreads that I really need to finish up. So I didn't get to touch those yet, but I'm going towards that. And then I watched the Simply Stream Sunday from Simply Nailogical, Christine. I always like pulling that up and just like doing some random stuff then. And then I marked that the video from my recital dropped, which was actually a few days early. So our videographer did have a streaming option, so that was super cool. And then I painted my nails while I was watching that. And while I started rewatching the movie The High Note, which is one of the most like feel-good movies to me of last year, which it really sucks because it was supposed to come out in theaters in May of 2020, but of course COVID closed everything down, so I had to wait to like rent it, and it's now like one of my favorite movies. So I would highly recommend, if you haven't seen that, watch it. And I think it is on like HBO Now and HBO Max, I think. And then I'm just going in. I didn't have all of my I had most but not all of my character stickers and then like icons to use. So I'm going in. I have this like Pride character sticker from Once More with Love from the sampler that she sent. So I really wanted to use that with this spread. And then I'm going in with the deco. You guys can see I did something different with the washi since I had the 15mm. And I really wanted to fill the space at the top. So I used the second half of the bottom washi included with the kit at the top to be like a backdrop for the deco. And then I'm just showing you guys, I did fill out the spread for once before showing you guys the completed one. And then I do have a bunch of leftovers. I will be using the leftovers next year sometime in June for a spread. And then I do have a bunch of the foil bundle left over too. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed doing the questions and answers. I might do it again for another plan with me, but I will see you guys soon. Make sure to like, comment on this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.